So what happens with people? Why do they neglect their garages?
Well, it's an easy place to dump things. You know, we take care of our homes inside. We clear the clutter out of the house, and we don't know what to do with it. And a little pile turns into a big pile, turns into the whole garage. And so all you have is these boxes and toys and games and stuff that probably should have been given away or thrown away. But for some reason, we have a hard time parting with all that stuff.
Right. So what happens when do you typically get involved with a client? Why do clients come to you?
Well, they come to us because their garage door breaks at a most inopportune time. It's either when they're running out of the house late to work or kids sick, got to get to the doctor. Some reason, that it falls apart.
I can't ever imagine a good time for your garage door to break.
Well, I don't think there is a good time.
I don't think there is.
But it doesn't happen Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
Right. That's true. So then you get you out there and you guys fix it.
Right.
So what would you say is a good reason? I mean, I can't imagine why I would ever check my garage door. What's a good reason for someone to go proactively, check to see if their garage door is really in tip-top shape?
Well, you got to understand there's a motor there, okay? You drive a car every day, right? And if you don't change the oil or have it tuned up or checked out on an annual basis or regular basis, what's going to happen? Eventually, it's going to start falling apart, and it's going to cost a lot of money. So we highly recommend that a professional come out and take a look at your door annually just to make sure that everything's running smoothly. Hinges aren't ripped or broken. Bolts are nice and tight. Rollers are rolling the way they're supposed to. It's really important to have your largest moving wall in your home operating at an optimum level.
So if I'm about to sell my home, is it a good idea to check my garage door before, I start showing it or whatever?
I would, absolutely, because nothing worse than a home inspector coming in and failing the sensors or failing the garage door or the opener for some reason, because then people kind of panic when that happens.
And they may want to force you to get a new deal or give them $500 off closing costs,
right,
when you could have gotten a little preventive maintenance done and figured it out without having to do that.
Yes.
Okay, so that's pretty smart. Let's talk about some of the other parts. You don't just fix and repair and do those kinds of things, but there is a design aspect to what you do that can actually add some to the sellability of the home and make it look more attractive.
Right. Well, there's lots of choices in garage doors today. They're not just simple, basic, boring-looking doors. There's carriage house-style doors. There's doors that are custom cedar wood. And we have a showroom in Plano where you can come take a look at the different aspects of the garage doors. So,
what kind of recent, have there been any cool, client testimonials or recent doors you put on that you've been like, wow, you added a wood door or some kind of finish out that really helped them?
Actually, today we just placed an order for a relatively new door. We have a relatively new door that looks like wood, but it's actually steel, and it's called the Steel Wood Collection. And so we ordered one today, and I can't wait for it to come in so we can put it on their house.
Oh, that's going to be pretty. So those kind of things you do, and I think about this now when I see some homes I drive down where I used to live, actually, in East Dallas and the M Streets and those kinds of things. There's a lot of those wood doors, just pretty looking doors, and it's definitely a lot better than the old style doors, especially if you have I would imagine a front facing driveway.
Oh, absolutely.